This journal is for me. I wrote so I wouldn't forget. I wrote in case my daughter needs my notes. I recorded my rituals for my sisters and the curious. I am the witch, the healer, the cancer patient, the author, the mother, the daughter, the sister, the wife, the goddess wrestling mortality. Within are my formulas. You may need them on the way to brewing your own.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Inventor and author of Primal Habits, Uninflamed, Master of You, and Body Thrive, and soon to be released, The Witch's Cancer Journal.
A weaver of words and ancient worlds into the future.
Plumbing for depth in the playground of your continual reinvention.
A wisdom rich, Agayana Yogini.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Ringleader of Club Thrive and Wellness Pro Academy.
A freedom warrior, earth mother, proud mama, devoted wife.
Not your grandmother's Ayurveda.
Futurist. Biohacker. Guru and Goofball.
Where truth and freedom prevail.
Evolving the ancient into the future.
Welcome to the Thrive with Cate Stillman podcast. Made for you, by us.
So the Witch's Cancer Journal is going to probably be out or very close to out by the time you hear this. So I thought I would read from the very, very beginning. Some of this I may have already read in November for those of you who heard that episode, but I've done quite a bit of writing and editing. So I'm guessing you haven't heard any of this. Okay, so the first chapter, like when you open it, it says, her altar. She wants something from you, Cancer. She wants everything from you. Complete acquiescence of who you were. Complete willingness to strip yourself to the bone, offering each layer of self at her altar. She wants you to know who is in charge, and it's not you. She invites you to listen, to search, to act out what you failed to heed in your past. Get the memo this time. Take her seriously, or she may kill you. She teaches you the rules of her game. Keep your eyes wide open, search for clues, get fit as a fiddle, clean as a whistle, and sharp as an axe. Shed culture completely. Culture led you to Cancer's kitchen. If you want to survive her, go primal. The game is the transformation from dukkha to sukha, dirty space to clean space, internally toxic to deeply cleansed, from a lower order to a higher dimension. The sooner you free yourself from the cloak of culture, the greater your chance of winning. And she is part of you. Cancer wants you to win. If you play her games consciously, she will give you the ride of your life and the playbook for the next dimension. Cancer demands a complete rebuild. She is taking you down to the studs, stripped to your core again and again until you get it or die. She wants to see what rises from your ashes. She also wants you to see what rises from your ashes. If you partner with her, she will guide you. She is not what she seems. If you listen, she will strip you clean of what's not acceptable at the next level of you. She's beautiful and skillful. If you engage her dance willingly, she digests your bullshit. She will lead you to the greatest ecstasy and ecstasy. She breaks the barriers of matter with vibration. She invites you to return to your primal self. Her teaching is primal medicine. You can love her for her power of transformation, or you can hate her, fight her, fear her, struggle against her. Either way, she may kill you. A war, Cancer is not. A friendship, a partnership, a game that requires you to show up like you've never shown up before. She will scare you to get your full attention. She is game on. She requires your best every day, or you will suffer. You can pile more layers of disconnect, toxicity, and bullshit on top of her. She will retaliate by weakening your power, your immunity, your resilience, and your soul. Surgery, scar tissue, radiation, chemo, synthetic chemical medicines breed layers of disconnect on top of her. You will likely survive, but you will always fear her. You could choose the path of consciousness. You will be given many chances to play the war victim. You will be pressured into choices that have long-term negative consequences and irreversible side effects. You need to go deep into the dark cave alone to slow down the emergency, to navigate from within. Cancer is a dis-ease that requires the deepest of digestion. Cancer means you missed dozens of wake-up calls. The time to pay attention is now and yesterday. Culture will suck you into the victim, the war, and your outdated personality with all its might. Culture will show up as your family, your doctors, and Google. Culture drives cancer. She is misunderstood, Cancer, perhaps intentionally, perhaps out of primal fear. She is the goddess of death and rebirth. Her game has rules. You may learn the hard way. I did. Now I know her. I know her game, her rules. I respect her beauty. She intertwines all the realms of our human experience, from cultural to primal, from body to spirit, from emotional to relational, from fear to epiphany. She is the grand mistress of evolution. She is the ultimate healing mechanism. And for that, I love her. To hold her hand, you must let go of who you were. Offer your preferences as food at her altar. Then she will guide you, detox you. Then she will show you true nourishment. She will lead you to primal, to freedom you otherwise will never know. If you're playing the game with Cancer, she will show you the weapons for the game. She will teach you autonomy and intuition. If you follow intuition, she will give you a team of healers, of plant medicines, of tools to clear your bullshit. Leave behind everything that isn't working. Leave behind people telling you what to do and how to do it. Your people will not want you to play her game. They fear her. That is part of the game. Cancer is a path to a higher life. She knows the way through. Listen with everything you've got, and she will show you the way onto the game of your life.
Hey, it's Cate, and I am opening a fireside chat January 24th, 11 a.m. To sign up, go to catestillman.com/fireside, one word. So CATESTILLMAN.com/FIRESIDE. So what's going to go down in this fireside chat? Well, you might want to take a nap while I read my book. You're crazy curious about my personal experiments for the past 18 months. You'd rather not have cancer, or you work with clients that have a scary diagnosis, or you have a scary diagnosis, or you want my takeaways from my Dance with Cancer, or you care about someone with cancer. Those are all really great reasons to come to the fireside chat. So catestillman.com/fireside. And that's how you sign up. Please share with people that you think should be there, whether they're wellness pros or whether they're people who have a scary diagnosis. And I'll see you then. Can't wait.
The claimer. This is the next chapter. Intuitive medicine means you're liable. The story is complicated. The levels and layers of truth and profit and reality are complicated. We live in a market economy and a culture that venerates both science and scientism. Yet, we're still primal humans. Our evolutionary animal bodies have a super subtle nervous system beyond border collies, dolphins, horses, and whales. The sacred technology in our humanness is fucked up from the habits and toxins in modern culture, toxed out beyond recognition. Science and medicine are supposedly here to fix all that, but they can't. So, if you want to read my journal, there are a few things to know. 1, this is not a self-help book. 2, chances are this book is too edgy for you. 3, I include the gore. This is the unedited journal of a modern healer, a witch well-traveled in the taboo, flying through the cosmos divine, navigating the living hell of a bloody healing crisis named cancer. This journal is for me. I wrote so I wouldn't forget. I wrote in case my daughter needs my notes. I recorded my rituals for my sisters and the curious. I am the witch, the healer, the cancer patient, the author, the mother, the daughter, the sister, the wife, the goddess wrestling mortality. Within are my formulas. You may need them on the way to brewing your own. I am Cate Stillman, your host, recently in from the dark side, serving as tour guide for those becoming crowned by the underworld. My healing journey is not unique or special. My community at Club Thrive Global wants the gory details. So here's what went down on my way to hell and back as I stir the wisdom of catharsis from north to south, east to west. Welcome to hell. Welcome to the Witch's Cancer Journal. According to most doctors, almost everything in this book is wrong or bad. This journal is not for those who need disclaimers and can't think for themselves, who can't question cultural assumptions about cancer treatment and how money affects doctors' orders. This book will disgust the naive, infuriate the mainstream, and invoke skepticism in the open-minded. Disclaimers tell you to consult a doctor before trying anything for yourself. Yet their medicine doesn't keep up with the science, let alone reality. Institutions seek to maximize control. Disclaimers give power to outside authority rather than self-authoring. I'm curious how your conversation with your oncologist would go. Hey, doc, have you read The Witch's Cancer Journal? No. Oh, the author talks about some wild ways of curing cancer. Uh-huh. Do you recommend healing therapies outside surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, or immune therapy? I follow the FDA's protocol. See here, with your diagnosis, you need surgery followed by 6 weeks of targeted radiation to kill microscopic cancer. I recommend we schedule you for tomorrow. You have cancer. There are no other proven ways of treating cancer. If you don't follow this protocol, your survival rates become ... So for those who don't know me, a little about me, also by me, Primal Habits 2023, How to Scale Your Wellness Business 2023, Uninflamed 2022, Master of You 2020, Body Thrive 2015, and coming out next, Upcycle Your P, Beginner's Guide to Urine Therapy. I'm going to end this reading with sisters. You may know a sister with a scary diagnosis. I do. She may need this book right now. Okay. If you love her, read or listen with her. I will. Go with her into the darkness. Go as far as you can, then go further. No sunshine, roses and rainbows? None. She will push you away. She may hate you. She may dismantle your beliefs, your naivete, your ego. Okay, wow. Thanks for the warning. Exhale. Here we go. You are a wise and true friend. May the goddess be with you. You find yourself or someone you love at the bottom of the pit of despair. You end up in a place you must travel alone. You are being tested. You are afraid of cancer. You were abducted by the king of the underworld, who was in cahoots with the god of heaven. You find yourself at the black bottom of the sea. You are the innocent, trusting, distracted Persephone and Inanna before her. You thought you were a badass. You were wrong. You are in the gloomiest of the forsaken chambers, your flesh dissipated into the female walking skeleton. What is left of your ego gets impaled upon entering. Your sister, unbridled truth, impales you through the power center on a meat hook. You are far below the whirlwind of the land of the living. No one can see you, hear you, save you, left alone to die. Awake. Death is the easy way out. You must navigate back to the light you cannot see with energy you do not have. Your flesh, your shape, your power is gone. You can't tell up from down. You are tested every waking moment. You sink beyond the depths of despair. You come undone again and again and again and again. Finally, you surrender to the occasion. Finally, you stop fighting. Your ego dissolves. You partner with cancer. You breathe into her. You connect to her vibe. You pray to Cancer. You plead with her to digest your ego, your knowing, your blind faith, your outdated innocence. You give yourself over to her power of reinvention. You are no longer afraid. You receive. You sniff a whiff of wisdom. You invite the Cancer to eat you alive, to digest your past, your patterns, the past you. You let Cancer do her work. You nourish her with the best elixirs and remedies of release and renewal. You hear her plea for complete detox, for rejuve. She dismantles the old you, toe to tip and back to toe. You give into the full cycle of unwinding to wind again. The world is not as it seems. You find truth in taboo. You return from hell, eyes wide open. Your Medusa hair is reckless, blackened by hell. You slash pink ribbons with your claws. You are unpalatable. You wield crazy wisdom, untamable, vital beyond mortality. You frighten those who hear your tale. You wield the power of the paradox, the dynamic synergy of the opposites expanding. You have become the dark and the light, the underworld and the heavens. Now you are one of us. My next reading, I'll read about the witch and conclusions and epigraphs and the beginning. That's for the next episode. This is funny. I'm the witch who wrote the Cancer Journal, and I'm having a fireside chat. CateStillman.com, CateStillman.com/fireside. So what's this fireside chat about? Well, I found people have a lot of questions for me after both knowing I had cancer, Ayurveda and cancer, what to do with a scary diagnosis, working with clients with cancer, working with clients with scary diagnosis. People are just crazy curious about the experiments that I've run for the last 18 months and what I've learned and how I interpret that through Ayurveda and yoga and the lens of enlightenment, evolutionary enlightenment, and all the things. So that's all it is. It's kind of like an Ask Me Anything. I'm sitting way too close to the fire for this effect. I'm getting way too hot. So yeah, it's hot by the fire. Come to the fireside chat. It'll be fun. CateStillman.com/fireside. Kate with a C.